Hi, Dean Jenkins from FollowMeTrades.com here with the update on the overall market for the week of October 18th, 2015. Wow, what a market this has been. If you look, we've been in 3 straight weeks now of an uptrend, and I still think this is a corrective trend from an overall downtrend, but this has been pretty remarkable. We had a couple days last week of down, but still the overall trend that we're in here is a corrective uh, uptrend in an overall down market. Now, I had said for quite some time that if we pierce this green line right here, that downtrend thesis that that we're in a bearish market would be wrong, and that we would probably go on to make new highs, take out this high put in back in May. I'm going to revise that just slightly. So I still think this is an important what's called a resistance area. So you can see here, price went down through this and really had a hard time breaking back up. That's called resistance. And I still think that resistance area is valid. Now we do have a trend line that's been drawn by my software here. If you can see it, it's in red, but it's going like this. So I'm going to revise my, we might nose through this line, and that actually may not mean that this downtrend is invalidated. I think this trend line, if we go through that, that would definitely mean that. And that, on this trajectory would be somewhere just under 18,000. If we go above this line, that's kind of a, it'd be like a two-step thing. It's like if we went through this line, that may be confirmation that we're going to make new highs. And if we go through the upper line, that definitely would be confirmation that the thesis about the bear market was wrong. I really don't think that's going to happen. The high probability is we're going to reverse from this very soon. Very soon. This has been, a 3-week uptrend in, a down market. All the analysis, everything's showing that this will probably reverse. When it does, it could be quite dramatic. So we'll be ready for that. The thing that really seems to be driving this, there was an article written last week on the 16th that said, the analysts now believe the probability that the Fed will increase rates in December has now dropped to 30% from 70%. So that's a big change from 70% of analysts following the market saying the Fed would raise rates, sometime this year, dropping now to 30%. But this is speculation. The Fed will do what the Fed will do, and these are people trying to guess and position themselves for that. But it's interesting that more analysts now are thinking they're not going to raise interest rates this year. So, we really just have to wait and see. This upcoming week, there's very little planned economic news coming out. The big thing on Tuesday is housing starts, and then later in the week, existing home sales, and then, of course, on Thursday, the weekly jobless claims. Those are really the only big planned economic releases. So, in the absence of a lot of news coming out, the market will probably be a little twitchy is the word, and reacting to what they think is going to happen, and maybe news stories, geopolitical news. So, volatility will continue, I believe, and I do think, again, that there will be a reversal of some kind, and it may be quite dramatic anytime now, and we'll be ready for that. I did want to take a look at a couple other markets that I've been updating you on. So the first one I wanted to look at here was oil. This is the crude oil futures contract. And it really looks like there's a good chance that we may have put in a bottom and that oil will go up. That'll be a corrective wave to this long downtrend we've been, so it won't be that prices are reversing forever, but we're kind of in what's called a channel here, where prices are moving between two lines, something like this. And if it breaks out of that channel, if prices, they've done this kind of thing, and now if they break out of this channel, there's a really good chance that this corrective bullish wave has begun, and prices could go up a fair amount. So I'll provide that update as this plays out. But that's something to really keep an eye on is oil. The other thing that I've been updating you on is gold, and this is the gold futures contract. And gold actually has broken. I had drawn this blue or cyan line here and said, hey, if we do this pattern here and break above this line, that could really mean something. And it has broken above that line. I would really like to see further proof further proofs. I don't want to get into this too early, and if gold really is starting an uptrend, we'll have plenty of time to be part of that. So what I'd really like is to see one more pullback of some kind, and then a new high to go higher than this, um, and then put in a new high, and that's going to be really clear evidence that we've started an uptrend in gold, and we'll have lots of time to participate. It's got a long way to go up. So that's my quick update for this week. Again, not a lot of news coming out, scheduled economic reports, and the markets are volatile, and they'll probably continue to be so. And the big thing everybody is watching is the Fed and interest rates, and when are they going to do that? And people will continue to speculate. So we can just focus on the reality of the charts and adjust our strategies and our trades and investments accordingly. Look forward to the next update, and till then, stay tuned, and thanks.